more talented, young, and explosive receivers in the NFL. It's Mike Evans versus Julio. Now we'll head down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 13.
The Falcons are back deep, ready to return the kickoff. The team that sits atop the NFC South has the football on the tee, getting set now to kick it away and get this game started. This game has officially begun. Wilson's got it. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. Ryan's a player to watch today. Will it be feast or famine? He's been picked off 13 times this year by opposing defenders. Falcons from the 22. Searching for space to the right. And he's on the sidelines and out of bounds.
So many times you watch football games and coaches just give up too early on the run game. Well, they'll keep it going today. After that run, decent pickup by the running back.
The Falcons take it from the 28. They break through. Tackle him behind the line.
The Buccaneers defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
The Falcons now on third down. Just a week ago, they converted at a high rate in third down situations. Falcons will take the snap from the 25. Devontae Freeman with the reception. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
Good job by the defense. They're well-taught, well-schooled by the defensive coordinator. They know in situations like this, if it's thrown short of the first down marker, they're good. They come up, make the tackle. Now we have fourth down.
That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20. Winston's trotting onto the field. Another very good season. Already having thrown more than 15 touchdown passes. From the shotgun. Throws the pass. A foot race to the end zone. The 30, the 20, the 10. And he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run.
Nothing like it for a quarterback, I'll tell you that. I loved it. Throw a little short pass and just root your guy on and watch him score a touchdown. Pretty exciting stuff.
The Falcons ink it. Hardy's got it. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Falcons weren't able to get anything out of their last drive and were forced to punt as they take the field here. Do you think they are going to vary their approach, Phil?
Well, I hope so. I think they will. They got a lot of information out there in that short drive, Jim, and you do that by showing different formations and plays. You saw how the defense reacted to it. Now you counter-react and see if you can get some positive plays.
I'm sure they're tired of being in the 3-and-out business.
It's a bad business to be in. I know. I get in a lot of bad businesses.
Freeman's lined up in a single back formation. The Falcons have it at the 39. To Jones. Picks up about 5. Here's our look at the Falcons offense, starting with the offensive line. And thanks to that line, this team has protected its quarterback, resulting in some of the biggest passing yardage totals in the league this year. The Falcons have it at the 44. And with no options, he goes ahead and throws it away. And here's the Buccaneers' defensive lineup. Their strength, their ability to stop the pass. setting up now in the pistol.
3rd and 5. Ball is out.
They recover their own fumble. They bring him to the turf. They've come out of the blocks fairly sluggishly, and this defense has taken full advantage, Phil.
Yeah, the offense having a tough time. They did not have a good series that time, and the defense, you were right, took advantage of a sluggish offense and got off the field.
And a touchback. The Buccaneers heading back onto the field on offense. They scored on their last drive, Phil, and they did it with a blistering aerial attack.
Quarterback is hot. He is getting protected. Oh, man, what do you do now? I think if you're an offensive coordinator, it doesn't matter what you call. You know your guys are going to make it work.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go, and they stop him for a short gain.
This is 3rd down. Falcons with a nickel look here on defense. Takes another handoff. Running room. No one's going to get him now. The 30, the 20, the 10. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown.
To me, still one of the most exciting plays in NFL football. A long running play for a touchdown. And how about that one? It had it all in its speed. Good moves, good blocks. Exciting touchdown.
The point after try is in the books. The Buccaneers just had a very dominating ground game on that last scoring drive. They picked up over 80 yards on the ground. No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. Julio Jones on his way out to the huddle again. He's been off his game in this first half, Phil.
Yeah, it's been an awful game all around, but the star wide receiver is having an absolute terrible day so far. And if they want to win, he better pick it up, find ways to get open, and hope this quarterback gets him the football.
2nd down following that incompletion. The Buccaneers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Ryan's back in shotgun formation. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
Good job by the quarterback that time. He doesn't panic. He reads that it's a zone, and you have to wait for the receivers to get in between the defenders. Nice throw and catch.
The Falcons will take the snap from the 30. Trying to find an opening to the right. Burners there to make the tackle.
Holding offense.
The defense will take the penalty. Coleman's lined up as the single back. First down at the 22. Ryan's pass will go for an incompletion this time.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
The Falcons from the 22. Coleman's going to secure the handoff.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning in this one. We're back, and we're coming out of the 2-minute warning in the first half. Falcons take it from the 23. Freeman's going to get it from the eye.
The Falcons decide to go for a run here on 3rd and long. And look, not second-guessing that play call, not bending the playbook. In the passing game, they're going to pick up a first down. They go with the run. The defense is not fooled, and now they're going to have to punt.
Evans going to look for space now. They break him down at the 41-yard line. That return's good for about 12. The Buccaneers have had a smart and snappy first half, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Sounds like the way I dress, smart and snappy. That is me. But, you know, hey, it's been a good first half for the offense. They want to keep it going. I'm sure they will.
Beasley's all over that offense and brings him down.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
Second down and 13. Looking across the middle. Vincent Jackson has the reception. Jackson's met at the 16.
It is hard to make a tackle from behind out there in open space with the speed of all these guys in the NFL, but a good job that time by the defense making that tackle.
Winston's 3 for 3 with that completion. First down following the long play. Antonio Gates hauls it in. Gains 11. The Buccaneers signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. The defense on its heels. Football sits at the 5-yard line. Here we go. First and goal from the 5. And Gates comes up with the ball. And the timeout is called, so we're going to take a quick break and return in just a moment. That defensive front looks impenetrable here on the goal line. And here's the toss. Power surge for 6. Touchdown. And this game gets more and more out of hand. The second half may just end up being a mere formality.
It could be. You know, you go in at halftime in a game like this when you're really getting manhandled, you got to find a way just to make a few plays to give you hope. If you can do that, look, in this league, you never know.
That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. The Falcons hope to get things going here. They have been anything but productive here in quite some time. 3 consecutive drives that have led to nowhere.
Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defensive side, especially the defensive line. They are absolutely taking it to the offense. They are beating them up, and when the defensive line is winning the battles like this, it's all about the defense.
And as the second quarter comes to a close, we'll take a break for halftime before returning with the start of the second half here in Tampa, Florida. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers come out to open up the second half, and they were hitting on all cylinders in the first half, Phil.
Yeah, be smart here in the second half, Jim. When you start out, just find out what the defense is thinking, and once you get a feeling about what they're going to do, then you start taking some chances.
Phil, today we've seen a running back who was putting up some big rushing totals.
Jim, sometimes I get tired of talking about the quarterbacks and wide receivers, how well they're doing. What a good change of pace to watch the game evolve around a running back. And, man, this guy is taking advantage of those opportunities.
He's now past the 100-yard mark on the day.
I think the coach on the sidelines, he's going to be happy with every first down because he knows that's more time off the clock. When you're up like this, multiple scores in the second half, every first down just puts the odds in your favor of winning this game.
It was right there, but he didn't bring it in.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
Winston's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Eric Hunt with the grab.
What's the old expression? Just move the chains. That's what they did with that throw and catch that time, Jim. It also gives them a chance for 3 more downs.
First down at the 45. And he is tackled down at the 38-yard line.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
The defense gets the sack.
That's an awesome job by the outside linebacker. Gets a sack on the quarterback, and nowadays you've got to do it all if you're an outside linebacker. You've got to be tough against the run. cover receivers down the field, and yes, plays like that get to the quarterback.
Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. That's his third catch of the day.
Boy, anytime you pick up a third long in the NFL, that is a confidence booster to all the players on the offensive side and also the head coach. And maybe most importantly, the offensive coordinator. Now he can just let it go.
That picks up 7.
Well, that was a nice job by the offense. It just puts them in a better position. Nice little throw and catch. The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
He'll throw it over the middle. Well, I tell you, it's getting ugly out here. We're getting late in this game, late third, and it's getting uglier by the moment, partner.
Yep, it's turned into that. I think it turned into an ugly game quite a while ago, Jim, and it's been dominating. They're just doing it in so many ways, and the opponents, they just have no answers.
Hardy's running this one out. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Falcons talked things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
He'll take the snap, the first here in the fourth quarter. And that's a gain of 9.
You can only take what the defense gives you. Even though the offense is down here in the fourth quarter, they throw it short. That was a smart play.
Third and 1. There's a flag right there.
Holding offense.
The defense accepts the penalty.
Still
Third and 11 after the penalty. The Buccaneers defense now is going to go nickel. Takes it from the gun. He has the grab. The Buccaneers have given up a lot of points this season. Well documented, but you look at their effort today, and it has been exceptional.
Yeah, it's been a bad year for the defensive side, no doubt about it, Jim. But today, it's about effort. They're getting that done. And really, here's what the coaches told the defensive players. Just go out there and do your job. If you do that, you'll have success.
The Buccaneers offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last possession ended in a touchdown. Phil, let's see if they can do it again.
Very well done. Loved what I saw out there on the offense the last time. They mixed it up and they showed a lot of confidence. You can see the speed of the football team and try to duplicate what they just did.
The Buccaneers take it from the 33. Keeps his legs moving. Gains maybe 4. The Buccaneers lead, and you look at their rushing numbers, and that's a big reason why. It's a huge step up from what they've been doing the rest of the year.
Yeah, listen, it's hard to run the football consistently in the NFL. You have to have an aggressive, tough offensive line. As I always say, sooner or later, you got to man up and punch the other team in the nose, and they are doing that here today.
Feeds him again. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
This is an awesome job by the head coach, the offensive coordinator, and the offense. Just keep picking up those first downs. You got a big lead here in the second half. Keep that clock running.
First down and 10. Back to the ground now on first down. He's got over 130 rushing yards today. Running the football is a mindset, and it's one this team has today for sure.
You can tell this was the thought process all week long by the offense. We're going to go out there. We're going to out-tough the other team and just run the football right at them, and it has worked well. Well, this is not a surprise, Jim. This is what you do. You run the football. You play the clock. This is called managing the game, and it's all up to the head coach getting this done.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
Well, one of the hardest things to do, and I think, in the NFL now is third shortest, run the football and pick up yards. That time, nice job by the offensive line. They showed their power, and they picked up the first down.
Now 1st and 10.
Well, that's just the right call to make. In this situation, just run the football. Don't try to be some genius and catch the defense off guard. Manage the clock and just get this game over with.
The Buccaneers take it from the 33. And the catch is made by Antonio Gates. And Gates has been a very minor part of the offense lately, Phil, though I'm sure that's not by design.
Oh, no, they want this guy to be a big part of the offense. It's just not clicking right now. He's lost a little confidence. They need to go back to practice, throw him a lot of footballs, and get his confidence level back up again.
And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
Winston's completed his last 6 passes. Set up screen. Touchdown, Tampa. Touchdown number 3 on the game. My goodness, Bill, there's certainly not a whole lot of sportsmanship down on the field right now.
Yeah, this is getting to a point where even I'm starting to feel bad for the losing team, and maybe it is time to call off the proverbial dog and let this game just finish a little bit more mercifully.
The Falcons' offense has not operated anywhere close to peak performance today, and that's why they're behind in this game in the late going.
Yeah, Jim, they were never sharp. They never made the plays to really get things going, to give them confidence where they could string those plays together and get some scores and just change this game around. They got a lot of work to do next week getting ready for the next game.
Kerry Williams has the pick. They mount another victory here today to keep the streak going.
I think you said it right. There's no stopping him. It's going to be hard to stop him. I don't know how you're going to do it. Everything is going well. Good decisions by the coach, the quarterback, the defense. Everybody's playing well. Look out.
So for Bill Sims and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.